Greatly honored to have been selected as the recipient of the Gold Whistle Award for 2012. When Barry Mano called me a few months back to inform me that I was going to receive this award, at first my reactions were total surprise and then excitement. But once I collected my thoughts and kind of was sitting there in the hotel room in Washington, I asked myself, now, how did I get to receive the Gold Whistle Award from where I started so long ago? At first, you think about the big games and the big calls and all the miles you've traveled. But once you sort of sort through all that stuff, you begin to realize that what it's really about. The enduring memories are really the ones about the people and the roles that they have played in your life, giving you opportunity and support along the way. I have been involved in hockey officiating now for 46 years, and it has taken me down many interesting paths. As you saw on the video, I was born and raised in a small community of about 1,000 people, northwest of Toronto, by the name of Erin, Ontario. And it was a great place to grow up, because at a very early age, you learned that volunteering and working together was necessary to make things happen. I have to thank my mom and dad for leading by example. These two areas, they were tireless in being volunteers and pitching in. They provided my brother Larry and my sister Lori, who are here tonight with me, both a great sense of community and a good work ethic early on in life. But the biggest advantage of all for me was the fact that our dad had the key to the hockey arena, which in the winter months in Canada is like having the key to the town bank vault, really. Opportunity at times can be difficult to recognize in the moment, and in my case, mine came very well disguised. Dad was the head of minor hockey, and that meant that he opened up the arena at 5:45 a.m. on Saturday mornings. He always had trouble finding an official for those 6 a.m. games. So when I turned 13, he announced to me that I was now the unpaid designated referee, and his problem was immediately solved. Believe me, at that time and at that age, it seemed more like punishment than an extraordinary opportunity that would one day have a huge impact on my life's journey. I continued to officiate as well as play many sports, but like most of us in here, our skill set wasn't going to take us too far. And my playing days began to diminish, but my officiating began to evolve into a much greater role in my life. After my university days, as the video said, I went on to become a high school science teacher, and officiating was my avocation. I knew it was I was becoming more passionate about the challenge of officiating, but I had no grand plan. I didn't know where it was going to take me. I just wanted to do the best games I could. So I asked many questions, I developed better rule knowledge, and I accepted every assignment possible. I can tell you it was a very busy time in my life, but as the saying goes, luck favors those who stay in motion. I stayed in motion, and I got lucky. The National Hockey League scouted me, and that changed officiating from an avocation to my vocation. And now, 34 years later, I'm still there. Looking back, there are many stories that come to mind, but there is one story that I have to tell you that actually involves this city of Portland. Tonight is a celebration, but I can assure you the last time I was here, it was not. The last time I was in Portland, Oregon was May of 1978, very early stages of my career. The Portland Winterhawks were playing the Brandon Wheat Kings for the championship of the Western Hockey League. It took place at the Coliseum up by the Rose Garden. It looked like Portland were going to win the game to extend the series. But very late in the game, I made a call, the correct call, I might add. But the citizens of Portland were not pleased with it. And consequently, I had to have a police escort off the ice and a police escort back to the Thunderbird Hotel to make sure I got there safely. After listening to the senator on Monday, I'm pleased to say that the citizens of Portland are much kinder and gentler now, and it's wonderful the fanfare that they've received me back into their city with. The years as an active official were the ones where support played a huge role. As officials, we need to be decisive and strong-minded, but we also need a support network on board with us. I've had a great team with me over the years, made up of family, friends, and of course, fellow officials who have watched my back, took time to mentor me and guide me along the way. But the captain of my support team has been my wife, Lori. Lori has a great perception about the work I used to do on the ice. She always said that I never did a bad game, just some were better than others. She has never questioned the time commitment officiating has taken, and she has always been a source of strength and happiness for me. This is the kind of support that we all need and we all cherish. My days on the ice ended in 2004, but a new opportunity came along to join the management team of the National Hockey League. This has presented me with new challenges and certainly has changed my skill set from what it once was. But I have to say that in my development as a manager, one of my greatest resources has been my association with NASO and my involvement with the members of the ODA. I've been with the ODA for the last 3 years. People such as Joe Borgia, Marcia Alterman, George Black, Rich Kaufman, and Tommy Keith, to name a few, are people who have such a passion for officiating and a desire to make the officiating community a better place to be. One cannot help but learn and be energized. Mike Pereira mentioned this word yesterday, and I've heard it a couple of times tonight, the word legacy. And it brought to mind something I once read about legends and legacy. There are not many people in life who become legends, but the ability to leave a legacy is something that you can choose to do. You people in here tonight are the impact people in the world of officiating. As we know, it is a wonderful community to be part of. In the words of author Michael Josephson, what will matter is not what you learned, but what you taught. In connecting the dots from my officiating past, it brought back many great memories, but I have to say tonight that this will go down as one of the greatest highlights of my sporting life. I thank the board for judging me worthy of this great honor. I would also like to thank the people who have been on with me over the years. And finally, to all of you for letting me be part of the officiating community. Stay passionate and pass it on. Thank you.